Hi, how's everybody doing? All right, a couple notes. First thing, it's already been mentioned, is the kid whisperer. He has done all primary buildings at this point and started intermediates today. So spends a week in each building. So he's at both advanced this week. Things went great. He was at Northview, where I'm at, and so we saw a ton of improvement in the kids. Just the basic things that you wouldn't even think of, cafeteria, how crazy different it is just from a couple little expectation changes. It's great. So that is a celebration. A non-celebration would be where we're at with COVID. And teachers cover so many classes for each other. So I don't know that the board truly understands the impact of what's happening to our children, what's happening to your teachers. But if at one point they were to say, I'm not doing it anymore, we would be in a lot of hurt. And thankfully, teachers say, well, don't do it. Well, that's just not how we're naturally, that's not who we are. We don't want kids to fail, obviously. But when we have teachers, one building, an entire week where not a single planning period was given, that's insane. Our contract states that they get 200 minutes a week to work on their work. And they had to give that up every day due to lack of subs. So today we were about 55% fill rate on our subs when I called Mr. Roth and Dr. Crates this morning just to get some numbers on what happened when we went to remote last year. Where were we sitting? We were sitting about 45% fill rate. So we're not that far off from where we were then. And then we had more options for subs because the governor had changed the rules and you were allowed to have anybody with a high school diploma be a sub. That's not the case this year. That was a one-year thing. So now we also don't have even that option of subs to be there. So I went on and I looked at area schools, our size roughly, to see what their expectations are, what their COVID rates are. So every school in the Toledo area has a mask mandate. So that's where we're going to find schools our size. Hancock County's not going to do it for us. But so when you look at, I did like Springfield, which is 3,600 students, so it's a couple thousand less than us, but Toledo, which is 77, which is a couple thousand more. Washington Local, Perrysburg, Bowling Green, and then Findlay, who has 5,700 students. So when I looked at this, it was Friday, we had 71 positive cases of COVID between teachers and students. It was hard to kind of see some. We're the only district that does a daily COVID update, so kudos to Dr. Grace on that, because that's a huge job. Every other district does a weekly, and Springfield does a monthly, really. So that's a big thing. But so like Springfield schools, their entire month of September, they've had 20 positive students and 5 adults in their entire district. Washington Local has 7,000 students. Their highest positive cases in the entire school year were 40 cases combined, teachers and students. Perrysburg, 5,600 students. Last week they had 9 students and 1 employee with positive cases of COVID. Bowling Green, 3,000 students. The entire school year they've had 11 cases of COVID. I've contacted these schools that I know their union presidents, and in almost every single case, the time that the student had contracted COVID was their time, or that they had to be quarantined, was due to lunch, because they don't have a mask on, so therefore they have to deal with quarantines. What I'm giving you are numbers of just positive cases. That's not including we have a lot of kids that are being quarantined where these districts don't have even close to us, or we're having kids that are contact traced and however long it's going to take the district to get to them, or the health department. So I just want to make you all aware that's where we sit. the community has the loudest voice right now on this. And we are not looking at true adult science. Real doctors, not on YouTube, not on Facebook. American Academy of Pediatrics, they say we should be mandating masks. Disease control say we should be mandating masks for our children, especially our young ones that can't even be vaccinated. So, which we've seen a big spike in our elementary compared to where it was last year. I don't like wearing a mask. I hate it, as a matter of fact, but I want to work. I want to be with my students in person, and I don't want to go remote. And I'm afraid that's where we're heading. And so, I appreciate your guys' time.